Do not make these 5 home buyer mistakes. You see, I've been selling real estate since 1989 in the Charlotte and Lake Norman area, and I don't want you to make these mistakes because I've seen joy and tears and everything in between. So I'm going to hand you a playbook so that at the end of this and your experience, you can write yourself a thank you note. So here we go. Mistake number 1, shopping before you've got your finances together. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. My buyer, Tara, she fell in love with the cutest house. I mean, I don't blame her. It was a craftsman style house, and it was on a tree-lined street. It was absolutely precious. It had a front porch, and the current owners had rocking chairs out there. I mean, you could see it. You could see it. And yes, it was on the market, and she fell in love with it. But you see, we weren't ready because we didn't have a pre-approval letter from a lender. We had not gotten that, and therefore you don't go shopping on the internet or drive up and down streets until you've got your ducks in a row. We're going to tell you that up front. What happens if you browse, you're going to get emotional. Y'all, you're going to get all up in arms, and you're going to want something, and you're going to get attached, and you don't have your ducks in a row. And besides not having your ducks in a row with that, buyers don't know the real cost of owning a home. They don't know the real expected monthly expenses over and beyond your mortgage. Okay, so what we did, y'all, is we told Tara how to get this done and how to get it done right. We've got some fixes here. We want every buyer that we work with, and if you're out there buying, you should do this. You need a fully underwritten pre-approval letter from a lender. You also need to know your walkaway amount of money that you're going to be spending. You don't want any surprises. And third, you want to price out all your monthly expenses so that you know exactly what's going on, that you have what your HOA is going to be, your estimated utility cost. You want to be specific, no surprises. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to comment ready if you already have your pre-approval and you know what your walkaway number is to buy a house. Mistake number 2, don't buy an Instagram pretty house when it's not a good fit for you. Okay, so here's the situation. I had an owner call me. He had just bought a house 3 weeks before. Clearly did not use us because this would not have happened, but things happen, and he said, Gina, you got to get me out of this. And after I interrogated him and said, why did you not use our team to begin with? He said, I'm sorry I didn't, but you got to get me out of this. I bought this house because it had a lake view. It had these incredible staircase and the railings and all this stuff, and this beautiful kitchen with a pantry. And I'm like, what do you need me to get you out of? And he said, well, I got all that stuff and I got a beautiful lake view, but I'm not seeing my kids. And I'm thinking, what? What do you mean you're not seeing your kids? He said, it takes me 90 minutes one way to get to work. And I'm thinking, did you not think about this? Did it not ring a bell that you had a long commute? It didn't. He bought the house. So we're going to help him sell the house. This is some things you can do to avoid getting in the same situation that he did. Okay, this is what we tell this particular buyer, or seller rather, and we tell anybody out there in this situation. When you're buying a house, before you do that, do a 24-hour audit. Do a weekday from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, and do a weekend day from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, so that you can actually map out what areas are going to be the best places for you to live. Number 2, you need to drive the commute during rush hour. If you've got a neighborhood that you like, get up, drive to that place, and drive into your place of employment. And also, park in the area so that you can listen to noises that you may not know that's going to happen, like planes, trains, and automobiles. You heard of that before? You need to know what's happening in an area where you're going to buy. And last, we want our buyers to rank the top 5 lifestyle non-negotiable items. Top 5, folks, and offer only on homes that meet 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 of those rankings. You hear me? You rank your top 5 lifestyles, and you only buy if a property meets 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. We're going to help you with that. So here's something for you to do. What's your number 1 non-negotiable? Is it the yard? Is it the kitchen? Is it schools, the community, walkability? Put that in the comments below. Mistake number 3, trying to time the market. Oh boy, do I see this happening all the time. Got a buyer, her name is Jill, and she said, Gina, I'm gonna move. I'm really gonna move, and I'm gonna sell my house, and I'm gonna buy another house, but I'm gonna wait till the rates go down. So what happens? The neighborhood she wants, the houses that she wants, they're gone because other people aren't waiting to time the market. So don't do that. Don't wait to time the market. Time to buy or sell is when it's right for you and your family. And we can work with any interest rate and find you a loan product that helps you meet your monthly needs and your monthly goals. Okay, guys, timing the market is like going to the mall or waiting to go to the mall rather, so that you can hit every single solitary green light. I mean, come on. What are the chances? And I mean, what are the chances? The time is right when the time is right for you. Okay, here's some of the fixes about timing the market. Buy when the payment fits your life, not when predictions just sound all pretty and all that stuff. So when the payment fits your lifestyle, that's when you should buy. Also, refi trigger plan. You know what that means? The fun old saying is, marry the house, date the rate, so you can refinance when the rates get better. And the last fix that I'm going to talk about today is focused on the value that you cannot change. The value of that property, the location, the layout, the lot. That's some of the things you cannot change if you're going to wait around for the best market. So I want to ask you, are you curious about what a 0.5% rate drop will actually do to your payment? If you are, write calc in the comments, and we will get back to you with an example of what really happens on that 0.5% rate drop. Mistake number 4, waiving inspections or skipping due diligence. We're not ever going to let anybody do that. Do not make this mistake. So we had a buyer named Ben, and Ben insisted that he was not going to lose out on another house. He had lost out on some multiple offers, and he believed that the reason that he lost out was because he wanted to do inspections and some due diligence. We advised him that that was not the case, and we made him sign an attorney-written waiver that he wasn't going to do those things, but we highly recommend that he did. So he closed on the house. 2 weeks later, oh, and by the way, they just had a new baby, because that always happens. Everything happens at one time. 2 weeks after he closed on the house, he called us, and guess what? The wall in the nursery bubbled up. It just got waves in it because there was a leak in the roof. So the water got down in the wall system. They had to rip out drywall, do all these repairs. It ended up costing $18,000. Ben called. We did not say, we told you so, because we're not going to do that. We want to educate and we want to support our people. But he called and he said, Gina, I messed up. I could beat myself. I am sick about this. He said, don't ever let anybody do what we did. So there's a fix right there. So when we're talking about inspections, I want you to comment below about the scariest thing that has ever happened to you in an inspection. And folks, I got some stories. In fact, keep tuning into our channel and I'm going to tell you some stories about inspections and what people have done to themselves. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Okay, and the number 5 mistake, listen to me clearly. If you don't have representation and you choose the wrong agent, it's going to kick you. It's going to slap you in the back, slap you silly. There are a lot of buyers out there, folks, that they get confused with the people that are licensed and really a licensed, strategic, educated advocate. You got to know the difference, guys. You got to know the difference. And another thing, poor communication problems it will just compound the issues. So know that going up. And these are just 2 of the things that are things that you should look out for and not make this mistake. But I've got some fixes for you. And folks, they are interview your team, your agent, and closing attorney and your settlement company. Interview all those people. Understand who the agent uses and who is on their team, their big team, their support staff. Ask how they work with multiple offers. If that's something going on in the market that you're in, you need to know how that's going to be handled. And you need to demand from your agent that they must communicate. And I always like to say, call referrals. Call people that have used the agent or the team to buy and or to sell. This will tell you a lot about them. If you can avoid these 5 mistakes, you will trade panic for peace. I've been helping families since 1989 through the booms, the bubbles, and everything in between. I've seen a lot of different markets. And we're going to be able to help you and give you the strategic roadmap of how to buy a house and how to be relaxed at the end of that process so that you can celebrate and spend time with your family and friends in this new property. If you would like more information, please comment below and we will be happy to contact you and lead you through the process anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the United States. We've got agents all over the place that we can help find you the best possible person to represent you when you start to purchase this next home. Keep tuning in, y'all. We look forward to seeing you and we look forward to having you as subscribers. Tell your friends.